Good morning, FTM Fantastic. My name is Sky, and it is Sunday. And today I have a very special guest with me. Hi,
I'm Kai's mom.
This is my mom, and if you haven't seen the video on my personal channel that we just did, I did a Q&A with my mom asking her questions about my transition. So this is the part 2 of this video. I will put a link in the description if you want to go watch the first part. It may make a little more sense if you start with the first half. So yeah, go watch that video and let's begin. Alright, so the first question in this set of questions. Do you feel like my coming out has changed our relationship, and if so, how?
I don't know if it's changed our relationship that much.
Okay.
I think we're probably closer.
Yeah.
And I think we're probably closer because I'm the more accepting parent and I'm the more open-minded parent. But I don't think it's changed it in, I don't think it's jogged it either way. I think that we've just become closer and I try to understand you more, that you're becoming a person. And then I ask, you were a person. You're becoming
you were a person before, and then you just blossomed into a person.
You're a young adult, but I also expect more of you now. I say, oh, you know these things about yourself? Then you need to take responsibility also for yourself. Yeah.
Alright. The next one that I thought would be an interesting question is, were you more concerned about the social or the physical aspect of my transition?
I would say the physical aspect. And I think that that's situational because we live in New Orleans. And
yeah. I
would say that you dress probably more normal than anyone else in the school. You're really
I have my days though.
Well, there was a while where you were dyeing your hair a bunch of different colors, but we live in a city where no one looks over their shoulder at any of that. So, you can paint your stuff up in gold and go sit on the street and make money here. So I wasn't really worried so much about the social aspects for now. I worry about you going into a men's restroom.
Same though.
Yeah, I know, that's like one of my I have nightmares about that in the future.
Yeah, no, I hate that.
Not that I go to a restroom with you right now, but but when I think about you leaving and going to college or whatever,
same.
I start to have nervous breakdowns. But then for me, it's more physical in a manner because I don't want you to have to be on a drug, or I don't know. We try to be really healthy here. We don't put bad food in our bodies here because I'm sort of obsessed with that. And so the thought of we're eating really well, we try to be really healthy, and then you're gonna put additives into your body or whatever that makes, and then be dependent on that for so long, and the effects of that just make me sad because I want you to live a long, healthy life.
So for you, it was more about the internal, or for you, it was more about the internal physical transition than the external one.
Yes.
Because I think I've noticed that a lot of parents are more concerned about their child physically looking different than how they remember them.
But look how cute you are.
I just want to be cute with facial hair. So then my next question is, what was the biggest challenge with all of this?
Well, there's challenges every day, I go back and forth with being completely okay with your transition and then not. The other day, I want to hang all these pictures on the wall, and Rush is Rush is my husband. Rush is well, I don't know if Kai's okay with you hanging all these pictures of him before. And I'm but I don't care because this is our life together, and I think for you maybe that would be more an issue with people coming to the house and seeing them.
Yeah.
But that is who you were for a really long period of time. So I struggle with that, and then I still struggle with just wanting you to be androgynous because I don't want you to because I don't want you to take drugs, and I don't want you to do all those things. But then I have friends who are trans, and they are but if I would have had these options right after puberty, or when I was 15, or when I was in high school, then that would have been a game changer for me. And now they're in their 30s, and they're finally transitioning fully, and they just look back on that time. And in my head, I think that, well, Kai is not them. Kai thinks differently than them. Kai is artsy and this and that. But the fact of the matter is that if you're having the same thoughts in your brain, just different situationally, it's sort of, you're sharing the same situation.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't transitioning in high school, but I certainly wasn't like any of the other kids in high school. I was having my own issues that a lot of people now that I'm friends with can relate to. Those horrible times and those thoughts and this and that, and how it would have been nice if I could change it, like if I was able to go to school like you go to now.
Yeah.
So it's, I mean, the challenges are still happening every day. You being sensitive, me still being accepting, and still being worried about you in the future, just worried in general. But if I had to choose one of the biggest, buying pants.
Buying clothes.
Buying clothes. I know that's
really
so vain.
I know, but I think a lot of my
Ridiculous.
audience on FTM Transats is probably trans, and they're gonna feel me on this. It's so difficult.
I mean, it's difficult for me because I'm so tiny to find clothes that fit me.
Yeah, but then that
But
like
then-
added thing when you look in the mirror and you just have like really bad dysphoria, and you're like, I wish these fit.
Yes.
And then guys' pants just don't work ever.
And if anyone looks at Kai wrong at like the
store,
wherever the
yeah,
store,
that's
like
awkward.
I don't want to kill them. I mean, that's you have to edit that out.
I'm
I mean,
kidding
it's
that
like I go into the store and I'm like ready for a fight. I'm like ready.
Literally the J.
And I hate shopping. Shopping is my least favorite thing in the world,
Me too.
and we have to do it. And I just say, Kai, order 50 pair of pants on the internet, and then we'll return
them
the ones
back.
that don't fit. But that never happens. So that's difficult, but that is something that everyone faces. That's not just a trans thing, because people who are overweight, people who are different sizes. I mean, sizes are not, standard to anyone. So I feel like that's kind of like a vain thing.
Yeah, but I think it does, definitely people who are larger will have that problem. But
And
I
then
think
it's like,
trans
I don't
people
know, like-
experience it differently.
Yeah, but then also I don't know, like, if the biggest issue right now, like, is a trans issue, or are you just being like a teenager?
Yeah, that's true.
So
The pants are
maybe
definitely a difference.
I think maybe when I look back on this, I'll say, okay, the biggest issue was this. But I think right now, I mean, you being a teen and being in high school, the issues are sort of all fused together in different ways. I mean, we don't have the same experience as some of the other kids or adults are having, because you go to such an open-minded school and you're in such an open-minded situation. I mean, like, your teachers and like the secretary was calling you he before I was, so
Yeah, that's funny.
that kind of acceptance and environment will allow you to blossom and be wherever you are, whether it's trans or gender,
So the next question is, what have you learned from me? Thanks.
What have I learned?
Hey.
I guess I would say I've learned what being trans is like from a teenager's perspective. I've learned about the larger community of trans people on the internet and around me. I've learned a lot about YouTube, but again, that's not trans related.
It can be, but yeah.
It could be on YouTube. I've learned about VidCon,
yeah, because I really want to go to it.
and there's
So
something else you want
bugger.
to go to.
Philly Trans Health Conference. I hope I am able
There's
to
something
go.
else.
Philly Trans Health Conference, VidCon, Warped Tour?
No, it was like another conference.
Another conference.
I don't know.
Playlist Live, probably.
I don't know. I learned about, I guess, the community of people around you, and the community of people that were supporting you. and the conversations that you guys had created together, and that was really good. That reminded me a lot of my brother when he was your age, what they were doing, how they were creating conversations, creating forums for people to have conversations based around music, but eventually it all just led to, you know, what was going on in people's lives.
The next question is, would you have done anything differently?
Right now? What do you mean?
Like, in just looking overall how this transition has been, would you have done anything differently?
No, I don't think so. I mean, in the very beginning, I definitely thought you being trans was a phase. Yes. Okay, sorry. It's like that day I forgot the word plantain. I thought it was a phase because you were a kid that got really addicted and obsessed with things, and it lasted for a really long time, and then sometimes it changed on a dime. So,
yeah.
And you're trying to figure out who you are. You're growing up, so you know, one day, you know, you like a boy. One day, you like a girl, and the next day you like everyone. Just joking. Wait, I lost my train of thought.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know that.
You were there, and then you just lost it.
Okay, go ahead. Okay.
What would you like? Would you have done anything different?
No.
Just this conversation.
I wouldn't have done anything different. I think that I acted the best way I possibly could as a parent. I think that I was there for you whenever you first got really sad and had to go to the hospital for a little while, and then I was there for you after, and I think I've tried to sort of walk you through this process the best that I can as a human. I mean, because I'm experiencing it too. I mean, I always try to remind you that there's loss that I experienced too in you transitioning. I mean, you are the same person for sure.
Yeah,
but I mean, maybe I would be nicer, but that's just not trans related. That's just me just being a nicer parent in general.
And my final question is, how do you feel about me being on YouTube and just the community I have on there, and how I am expressing myself through my videos?
I'm really happy for you. Like I said, like my brother years ago created these forums on the web so people could talk to each other, and now the technology is just different. So I'm excited that you found a community of people to answer your questions and to talk to you. I think that in my generation, if we could have found people more like each other, we emailed each other, or it was like AIM or something.
Was it paging each other?
Or something like that, yeah. So I'm really excited that you have this and you love it and you feel passionate about it. I'm all about all the things that you feel passionate about. You know, I think with everything has to be balanced out in your life, but I'm happy that you have YouTube and Transtastic and all these great people. And oh yeah, I learned a lot about people, like from you. You know,
yeah.
It's not trans related, but like I know who some people are.
Like who?
Like Troy Sivan.
Troy Sivan, yes. I always talk about YouTubers. Like I talk about Troy Sivan all the time. I talk about Tyler Oakley a lot.
Like Chase.
Chase. Hey Chase. Chase is on the channel.
I know who the trio is.
The trio?
I know.
Wait, there's so many trios. Wait, like
I know all these like young kids that were, and these younger people that were in your video, the collaboration video you made.
Oh yeah, the What It Means to Be a Transgender video that I did with CJ and Luke and Presley and Chase.
There were more people.
There are more people, but those are all the guys in Transtastic.
Yep.
That's all of them, right? Because I don't want to leave anyone out.
Yeah, that was really exciting.
I teach her a lot.
And I also watch all the videos, and some of them I would edit some things out, but most of them are fine. They're just like what a teenager would be doing and saying and experiencing.
So for more of like a social justice
that's cool.
teenager.
Like pen pal. Yeah, but you've always been a social justice person since you could speak. You've always been an
like,
entrepreneur and social
excuse
justice
me.
person. So I remember, like, I might go up to Maine next week, and I remember there was, they were putting together a land trust for all this land that they were trying to save in Maine, and you gave $1 to the land trust, and it's still up on the refrigerator in Maine.
Really? That's
Your
so cute.
highest dollar to the land trust. So you were always giving, you were always a philanthropist and an entrepreneur. So I'm not surprised. Yes.
All right. So thank you so much for being on my channel.
You're welcome.
You're very awesome. And that was our video. Thank you for watching. Definitely go make sure to click the other video so you can see more of my mom's face and her answering questions. There's probably also going to be a blooper video released on my personal channel because prior to starting this video we laughed a lot, so I think I'll be releasing a blooper video. And thank you all for watching, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye! Do you want to say bye?
Bye, y'all.
Bye!